Bama basketball trying to roll towards the NCAA and the SEC tournament. Before that, we'll talk some basketball. Bama football, some changes, and maybe special teams is going to be a little bit better this year. We'll get into that as well. And, of course, Jake's favorite topic, Charles Bediako. Is he back or not? Supreme Court's going to have a say on all this. Let's get this show started. Brought to you by Pearl River Resort, Philadelphia, Mississippi, the Azaleas, the Oaks, two amazing golf courses at Dancing Rabbit. Yep. You know Dancing Rabbit rocks. So do we. Let's go. All right, there he is, Jake Coker, Mick Gillespie. I'm a little sick. I got derailed. I was going to work out. I was going to steal Jim Dunaway's Lent and do a workout every day, and then I got sick. So back at it today, I hope.
Oh, I hear you. Well, decent game tonight, Tennessee Saturday. I was doing some digging, and you're finally getting what you want, Mick. That soft ass mentality. We scheduled Georgia State for 2028. We're gonna have to drop Ohio State or Oklahoma State from the schedule.
Well, it's Ohio State.
Yeah.
And look, it's not. Listen, man. That's not me not wanting those games. It's the playoff committee. They're a bunch of buffoons, and they didn't expand the playoff to let you in for playing tough games. I mean, you're Texas. You lose to Ohio State last year. You play a good schedule. You should have made it. You didn't. They put Tulane and James Madison in over Texas. So, it doesn't make any sense. The playoff
those games, you got to get those games out of here. You got to get those games out of here. There's no doubt about it. The James Madisons can't be in there. I don't even remember who the other team was that got in there that was not
Tulane.
Yeah, Tulane. I mean, that discussion's over. That this year did it for me. It's always been that way for me.
You're agreeing with me?
No, I'm not agreeing with you.
Yes.
You can. It makes us since when does unless again I'm not in those conversations. Maybe Ohio State was the lead factor in that. I don't know what their schedule looks like or if they've already scheduled somebody else, but it just makes us look soft. Maybe times have changed and, it's not, anybody anywhere, but I freaking hate that we're going to bump Ohio State off the schedule.
Well, listen, man.
That's what makes that I remember some of these years where it just seemed like we had, and look, I'm the biggest SEC guy around. I know that, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Kentucky. I know they still got great players, but in the college football season, you live for those marquee matchups. Ohio State, Alabama, Alabama, Notre Dame, Alabama. Oklahoma State, they're not what they once were. But at least that's a good out of conference, game. But how awesome is it to wake up on Saturday morning and you get to see Alabama, Ohio State week 3? That's you can't beat that. September 20th, right around there.
Right. Well, you know what though? The playoff committee put SMU in over us one year, didn't play anybody. And then this year, Texas and Vanderbilt got left out for Tulane and James Madison. They basically told you that, it doesn't matter who you play. You go and play like Indiana, and they did whoop our ass, but you play Sisters of the Poor in your non-conference, and beat the teams in the conference, and you'll be in. You just can't take the risk unless they change it. I think they ought to change it and expand the playoff where, you can afford to play those games and lose.
Yeah, I just don't like the fear. I don't like the fear.
You don't.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't
we don't have Coach Saban anymore, buddy. It's a different world, man. I mean, I'm just telling you, Saban could have, with the teams he was rolling out there, he didn't care. He'd play the Green Bay Packers one Saturday and Georgia in 2 weeks, and it'd be the same helmet but different colors, and it'd beat them both.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I did see a Jake Crane. I saw them come out with a segment on Alabama. If they put an all-star team together from Coach Saban's career at Alabama, would they beat, an NFL team? And wow, huh?
It is an NFL team.
I think they would. I mean, it'd be all first-round draft picks.
Did you see the Olympic hockey team?
Yeah, I'm still. I had Toby Keith on right before we started the show.
Hey, look!
Wake up! America's back.
Yeah. Let me. It's a good lead in here, but we're going to talk some of that. How about another Patriot? Patriot Roofing and Builders, 205-919-4494. Yep, just like the U.S. hockey team. Our guys are going to take good care of you, man. They're going to give you the service that you want. And I'm talking about Will and Justin. You call, they're going to answer, man. They're going to take care of the things that you need taken care of because they are home builders with a license to do total home solutions like roofing, siding, gutters, windows, and a full home renovation if you need that, free inspections, and they answer when you call them. Patriot. I like the name of that. See, I get it now. Patriot. Like those guys that were skating around there beating Canada. I had to go back and watch the 1980, the Herb Brooks. Dude, the guy was like Nick Saban. Like he was like a Nick Saban of hockey. Did you see that? Like they beat, it's really the biggest sports upset in my lifetime. Because the Soviet Union was unbeatable. They had pros out there. They were killing everybody. They were winning games like 18-2,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
had amateurs.
I was about to say back then you had a bunch of college players out there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's different, but it was one of the most badass pictures I've ever seen is Jack Hughes with the gold medal in his mouth, and he's got about 4 teeth.
Yeah. I saw him get him knocked out. I'm getting a Jack Hughes jersey when I can get one.
Man,
love those guys, man. When they won that, first off, I don't watch a lot of the Olympics, right? And I just don't. Like our friend from Steve Azar's golf tournament was in the snowboarding, so we all watched that. But I mean, outside of that, like but this hockey and Canada booed our national anthem. I don't know if you saw that a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
And they deserved a good old fashioned American take you out back ass whooping. And they were so good. The thing about it is they were so good. Like Canada's a hell of a team, man. But we just beat them, and the way that we won, and Jack Hughes and them saying, hey, they showed up at the State of the Union address last night. Like, let's go.
That's the first video I've seen of them without a beer in their hands, and I love
these guys.
They were drinking beer on Air Force One.
Man, so cool. Super cool, man. So one of those moments, Baron Huber, he couldn't stop crying. He was so happy. Just they just said all the right stuff in my mind. They did everything right. They played.
I just miss that. I miss some good old fashioned patriotism and American toughness.
I know. I love it too, man.
I mean,
I love it too, man. My dad taught me that. His dad taught him that. It's been passed down. Like it's kind of one of those things.
Yeah. I mean, you could say whatever the hell you want about, which side you're on. At the end of the day, Alabama, I mean, America's the most badass country in the world.
Well, right. Like it shouldn't be a side. It should be we're all in that same flag together, man. Politics shouldn't matter.
Everybody's got tough decisions to make up,
Hey.
up in their offices. I mean, look, I went to the White House, when we won it all, and it didn't matter who was president. I was fired up to be there. It was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't.
You got to have respect for the history and the freaking sacrifice that was made. I mean, hell, before I stepped foot on that national championship field, Kaylee Hartung's FaceTiming my brother who's in a fucking tent over in the Middle East, flying A-10s and on his second tour, and so it was, just lucky to be here, so enjoy it while you can.
Hell yeah, man. It's so good, dude. So you went to the White House. Was Obama president back then? He had to be, right?
Yeah, that was Obama's last year in office.
So because Shank told me he's been there a few times. I want to say maybe like 3.
He's probably been there 3 times. Yeah. It is so crazy. Awesome. It's insane to hear the president say your name. It's very, very, very.
What do they say about you?
He just talked about the Cotton Bowl, and got the offensive MVP in that game, and then talking about leading the team to a national championship. It was pretty a pretty surreal moment, that's for sure. I'm sure he read a script and found out who I was as his eyes went across my name on that page. But he shook my hand, and all the captains stood right next to Obama, and he shook our hands, as he honored us. So it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. One of those moments where I hate that people have turned it into politics, like going to the White House. Like, you may agree or disagree with Obama or Trump, and they're pretty opposite. I'm with you though, man. I don't care who's there. I'm going. Right? Sign me up. I'll stand right there. I'll have a beer with either guy, even though Trump doesn't drink. I think Obama does. The American hockey team has made hockey a really cool sport all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
It's just all of a sudden everybody's like wants to be these guys. Like Nike, I guess, has the that's what I saw. I don't know if this is 100% true. That's what I read. So take it for what it's worth. But they said you can't get a Jack Hughes jersey because Nike has the license and they didn't make any. So it's like, hey, listen.
What a missed opportunity.
No, they need to start making them now because I want one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, that's my new guy. I don't care what team this dude plays on. I'll be pulling for him, man.
Oh, yeah.
Such a cool dude. Like, playing with
getting his teeth knocked out, making the winning goal, and then the interviews he's done since.
Perfect.
Are like, people are starving for that.
Yeah, they are.
I am. I know I am. That was the most patriotic sporting event I've seen, and I'm trying to remember, maybe old Summer Olympics races back in the day.
No, for me it'd be like '84 Olympics with Mary.
I was
you weren't alive then, yeah, and it was like that, man. Like McDonald's had like the Olympic cups on, and everywhere you went, you saw all these people. It was a big deal. It's kind of faded. I feel like it's almost like watching the award ceremonies now with like the movies and stuff where they get up there and instead of just talking about the movie, they want to, it's like you feel like you're watching, CNN or Fox or something. I just want somebody to go, hey, you know what? Ladies and gentlemen, and winning first place in best podcast, Last Call with Jake Coker and Mick Gillespie. Hey, I want to thank my partner, Jake Coker, for an incredible podcast. I want to thank Bo back at the studio, Lance Taylor, Jim Dunaway for giving us a lot of material. I want to thank I want to thank Ryan Brown. I want to thank instead of getting on there and being like, I want to take this opportunity to say that I don't like processed food at McDonald's. You know, like, what are we talking about here?
I'm out.
Click.
Yeah. Yeah, we live on stolen land. What in the world?
What are you talking about? I thought we were looking at movies.
Yeah. Can you just sing a song, please?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So, somebody's offended.
It's like that. Listen. It's like that skier, that long jumper who's like, it's hard to represent the colors of the flag. I was like, all right, I'm out. I mean, this dude was smoking a blunt behind the half pipe 3 hours ago.
You talk about being offended. I'm offended.
Yeah. The fact you think I want to hear your input on this?
Yeah, right.
Just wasted 30 seconds.
How much of this did you pay for? How much of your money did you put into this? You know, I mean, come on, man. Yeah, save that talk for, like, you know, when you're out protesting or something. Just give us the, you know.
I mean, it's like when when I was playing, we got to go to the White House. You know, I was. Me and Ryan Kelly were actually talking about this. We were like, how stupid is it? I mean, we're out here fucking around with this leather ball for, 16 years of our lives. And we win it. We win a big game and we get to go meet Obama. Like, I mean, right. We're at the White House just for, grown men playing with this leather ball. That's, at the end of the day.
What if you would have took the opportunity at the White House when you were up there with Obama and Coach Saban and all to protest the restrictive rules of hunting in Alabama? You know, we had a great win in the national championship 2015. Everybody's happy. But what I want to say is this. The state of Alabama restricting turkey and deer hunting to this is a very important matter. Why should we stop killing deer in February when we can do it all year round? What if we're hungry in March? What would Saban have said?
I can only imagine. Just like,
you think he would he have been cool with that, or would that have been crossing the line? You think?
He probably would have made a public statement, about how he respects my decisions or whatever, my thoughts. And then as soon as we got on the plane, he's like, all right, start running up and down this aisle, you dumbass.
What if he'd have been like, hey, you're going to walk home? Coker, out of here.
That's why he's got Greyhound on speed dial.
Yeah, ask Brian Anderson.
Like, when I retire, remember this moment, because when I retire, this is going to be one of the reasons.
Once somebody does that one time, it's like everybody's gonna, like when you're doing your snow stuff, you're like, I got to win this gold, so when I get up there, I can finally protest. I can finally set the record straight for all these things that have been bothering me. Like, we all don't have things that bother us. That's the funny thing to me. It's like, look, get a podcast.
Oh yeah. Are these, all these actresses, singers, whatever, making multi-million-dollars, and it's like they get up there and talk about it, and yet they, none of their money's going towards these causes.
I know. No, the worst is like I'm driving
I'm gonna pledge $10 million to this and then never pay it. No. This is a verbal pledge.
The best is they get up there and they're telling us about the environment, right? And I'm telling you, dude, that like when I got to Alabama, when I got there, I was so poor, and I had a call. Like, one of the reasons I moved to Alabama is because back then you didn't have to have car insurance, because I couldn't afford car insurance. This is a true story. So I had this 1979 Chevrolet Caprice Impala. My dad gave it to me when he died. It was like, I can still see him handing me the keys, I couldn't afford insurance. And for young guys, like, insurance is expensive, and especially where I was from. And so I get to Alabama, like, the thing's loud. It's got a V8, like, the gas was cheap, but it was still hard to keep this thing full, because it would just suck through the gas. It was broke, man. Ramen noodles and not a whole lot of going out back in those days, right? I pawned my class ring one time for tires. It's a true story. Then you watch TV and you got like, these actors on there talking about, well, the environment, and you got to be doing this, and they want to put like all these restrictions on cars, and then they're getting in a private plane and flying somewhere. It's like, wait a second, man. Wait a second. Before you start putting restrictions on me, the poor guy, you better take care of yourself.
I just like a steak once a year.
Yeah, right. Oh man, life's been good though. That story is why this country's great, man. You've been to my house. I'm not doing bad anymore, but it's what makes this country so great is that you can do those things. You can pawn I ran into the guy I pawned my class ring to once, and he saw my name and he was like, "Yeah, we were looking for you for a long time. We got your class ring." And I was like, at that point, I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to buy it back." He's like, "Sorry, we already sent it off." And it was gold to melt it down. The pawn shop guy. I missed that ring. They changed the rings. I can't even get one like that anymore. But oh my God, man, I love our country. I really do. I really do. I love the fact that I get up and breathe this free air every day. I know it's not perfect, man, but I love the fact that I can, like big sexy Elmo and me never agreed on politics. He's the best friend I've ever had. That's what the country's about, Father Carl, he's down in Boca. He's just emailing me the entire time during the State of the Union with his comments. But hey, it's his right to do that. Like it's funny actually.
That's right.
When we stop appreciating each other for our differences, man, we're in trouble. But this country's you couldn't ask for a better place. All in all.
No, that's right. That's right. You can't make it too complicated.
No, dude. I put like Jack Hughes was on my like Instagram. Like I may put him up again today. Like just like some Lee Greenwood Jack Hughes, I was listening to Ray Charles sing God Bless America. Like I love when Ray does that, like Ray's so good. What's your favorite patriotic song? I listen to Toby Keith too.
That's number one. Everybody, if you've watched this show, that's number one. Our friend Matt Perkins over at Pearl River, he had me listening to American Badass last night.
I sent you guys Dinosaur. Matt's with Pearl River. He's a huge Southern Miss guy. Did we end up taking that ass whooping last night? Because it was pretty ugly when I was looking.
Yeah, 14-4. For everybody, if you're still watching, I had a bet with Matt last night. He had to get up and sing a song if we ended up beating Southern Miss last night. We got beat 14-4, so I'm trying to re-up this bet with Alabama, Mississippi State tonight.
So are you going to have to sing at the Steve Azar golf tournament? Is that the –
I told Steve Azar, I said, game's not over, but just give me Dinosaur.
Hey, I'll get up there with you. Hey, man, them ain't high heel sneakers. People are like, what are we talking about? Guys, let me tell you this right here, that the show is presented by our great friend at Residence Inn by Marriott Ocean City. Keith down there has got you covered. That is a beautiful facility. And the two of us are trying to get down there with Lance Taylor and some of the gang from the next round this summer, right on the water in Ocean City. I grew up going there on that was where we went for senior week. It's really a beautiful place. You got the boardwalk, Secrets, which is an incredible, kind of a Floribama vibe in Maryland. You got awesome seafood with crab, like anything crab. I had crab soup yesterday because I'm a little under the weather. But you guys will love it, man. It's a fantastic place to go. And Keith's got you covered. We got some deals coming up on there as well. But some of you guys have been there, which is so cool. But if you go, you got to say hi to Keith when you're there because he's a huge Bama guy.
The problem with me getting up there and singing is that
you can't sing.
So, last year at Steve Azar's golf tournament, he calls up Corey Miller. And I'm like, well, Corey must have lost a bet. There's no way this guy can get up there and, sing. And then he gets up there and sings the Hootie and the Blowfish in his top hat and red, his red suit. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Corey's Christian Miller's dad. And he's played in the NFL for the Giants. And yeah, he was great, dude. I couldn't believe it either. I didn't know he could do that.
Well, I've had one experience, two experiences getting up and singing in front of a group. First time was Arizona Cardinals rookie, I guess initiation, whatever you want to call it. Got up there and tried to sing Afternoon Delight, forgot the words at about line.
Wait, hold on. What's this?
What?
You sang Afternoon Delight.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Do you not know that song?
Well, of all the things that I've ever heard, you're singing Afternoon Delight. You're a country guy. Where's the Toby Keith?
Hey, whoa.
Where's the Hank Jr.?
It was supposed to. It was me and whatever. I get up there and try to sing it. Forget the words. They start. Yeah. They start.
You're not a yacht rock guy.
Yeah, they start booing me within line 2. All the booing makes me forget the words, and then I'm standing there, and everybody just starts unloading all the shit in their backpacks and throwing it at me up there at the front of the room, and I got to walk off the stage.
All right, how many guys were on the performance with you?
It was just me.
Okay, so look, this is the advice I would have given before a young coker. Say, be yourself. Be yourself. Go up there, and you're a country guy. I've seen you sing.
It was supposed to be funny. The Ron Burgundy deal, all that, and I don't have the vocals for it.
You froze.
Yeah, I don't have the chorus of booze kind of jacked up my train of thought. And then the pencils and pens and notepads flying at me didn't help.
You got shaken.
Yeah. I thought I had
rockets in sight.
Yeah, I thought I had poise. The second time I experienced getting up and singing in front of a crowd was at the floor, Bama.
Okay.
Big Earl calls me up on stage, and didn't know this was coming. And I sing "Friends in Low Places." My friend Garth Brooks.
You know that.
And I maybe have made it to the first chorus, and a girl in the front row looks at me and says, "Just give me the fucking mic." And I was like, "Gosh, dang!"
I thought you were going to tell me a girl in the front row. I've been to those shows before.
No. There were no bras there were no bras hung up during my performance.
Hey, I can tell you this, that we have secured the a sponsorship package where our friends at Pearl River Resort are officially sponsoring the mullet toss this year. You and I will be there. Hey, speaking of those guys.
So, Jake, let's break down some game tape.
Hold on, fellas. Steve.
Hey, Jake. You ready to rock?
Let's roll, brother.
Guess we're calling plays at Pearl River Resort. Wow, Jake's first throw scores. And Steve's got the crowd pumped. Man, they're absolutely rolling.
'Cause I don't have to be me till Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I ain't gonna face reality.
I tell you, Jake's still got game. While Steve keeps rocking aces. Boom, Jake seals it with a pick.
Come call your own plays
At Pearl River Resort. Let's roll.
I don't have to be me till Monday.
There you go. I don't have to be me till Monday. There's Steve Azar. His golf tournament's awesome. Hey, are you ready for the mullet toss this year? I had a disaster last year. You beat me by a mile. I had you and then my fish blew up and it landed in the lady's lap.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my back right to get back on the golf course and sling a mullet.
Hey,
About
look,
a country mile.
yeah, you get to this age. I've been in the gym a lot, but got a little shoulder issue myself.
I wonder if our boy Ryan will come back
Ryan,
to the mullet toss this year.
Ryan Anderson.
Well, I know Ryan Anderson will. I'm talking about Ryan Williams.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I'd love Ryan Williams to come. He was there last year.
Bray's the one I got to look out for. Bray's the one who can sling it.
Bray, I bet you those guys are coming back. They have to, right? Like, they're like the team leaders again this year, especially Hubbard. And Hubbard chucked that fish.
No, he knows his way around a mullet. That's for sure.
All right, look, we got to talk some basketball before we get out of here because
six game win streak.
Yeah, 6-game win streak. Bama's, they still got some issues, but I love Nate Oats. Man, I want to talk about. I got to talk about Anthony Grant and Nate Oats, but we don't have time today. I'm just telling you, but for next show, because Anthony Grant somehow is the coach of the Olympic team, and Nate Oats is going to coach with him. So, but they're trying to go back to the Supreme Court since the only person that's not allowed to play in a sport without the help of the courts is Charles Bediako. So they filed an emergency motion at the Alabama Supreme Court to get an interim injunction against the NCAA. What do you think? You think they'll get it?
And little do they know, the guys occupying seats at the Alabama Supreme Court are also donors to the University of Alabama. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know. No, the truth is that everybody's getting them. I mean, like, quarterbacks are playing like 18 years now. Why are you going to focus on him when everybody else is doing the same crap?
Yeah, and Jay Billis broke it down perfectly. Like, I mean, finally somebody with a voice of reason steps in. I mean, at this point, again, basically what he said was, Alabama's got the right and should explore his eligibility. I mean, what you're seeing with the NCAA and Jay Billis shares the same hate for the NCAA that most ex-athletes do.
Right.
I mean, they don't know what they're doing. They're just, they'll do anything to, like, I understand they're doing anything they can to promote the sport, but at the same time, what they've done in doing that is create just a mess with guidelines that make no sense. And so it makes all the sense in the world to try to get him eligible. It does. It just does. I mean, he's within that window. Everything's up in the air right now. They've created their own mess. Why not explore it? And at the end of the day, it's going to be a good thing for Charles Bediako, who is one of our own, and you want to see him do well, with or without the NBA.
You think they'll get it?
And I don't think they'll get it, but at the end of the day, do what you can and see what happens. I mean, we could use him on the court, obviously. I think Alabama's we've hit our stride. 6-game win streak, winning the games we should win, competing against the upper echelon teams, Arkansas last week. Excited to see what we do against Tennessee this weekend, Mississippi State tonight. But, I mean, if there's anything that we need, it's depth at the big positions. I mean, I never want to bash any players that play for us because, again, I know they all want to win. I know it means a lot to all of them. But our boy number 15, I don't know if we can make a deep run with him as, the next guy up after Aiden Sherrill. He's got to spend some more time in the SEC. He's just not – I don't think he's ready. Noah Williamson, he plays hard, I know that, but he just doesn't seem to be aggressive. He looks like – I mean, I don't want to put him in anywhere near Grant Nelson's category because Grant Nelson was – I thought he was far more athletic and a huge playmaker for Alabama, but last year we talked about Grant Nelson. It was like, and when the tournament comes around and it's really competitive, that's when he gets after it, and you see a different Grant Nelson.
Right.
I don't know if Noah Williamson's got the capability to really be that impact player, but at least play with some fire and some aggression and like you're out there to make a play instead of just stay out of the way,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But hopefully time and experience will give him that. But as for right now, he makes me nervous every time he steps out there.
Like they can score points in a hurry, which has been a kind of a signature of Nate Oats. Love Nate Oats.
Well, hell, if we're down 16 points against Arkansas, I'm about ready to turn the game off, and we come back and win the game double OT. I mean,
it's a good game. Yeah, Arkansas is good. I think Calipari needed a change, and going to Arkansas is a good fit for him. Yeah,
he needed to go somewhere where people appreciate him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was time. He, like it had run its course at Kentucky. I was happy to see him. I want to say last year, first game against Kentucky, Arkansas won. Which I usually don't pull for Calipari, but I did last year. And I enjoyed watching that. Plus, I also like Arkansas. Arkansas is probably if Alabama's not playing, they're probably my second favorite SEC team, just because they always seem to be the underdog and they always seem to play hard. Yeah.
So actually, we have a little time. I'm going to tell you my Anthony Grant stories. You ready?
Uh-huh.
So I heard Nate Oats is going to coach with Team USA, right? Which I don't know how Anthony Grant's like the head coach and Nate's the assistant. Probably should be the opposite. But one of the things that Nate Oats said is he's like, I don't really know him that well, but I've heard he's such a great guy. That's how I know he doesn't know him, because he's not a great guy. He's the worst guy I've ever been around. And the funny thing is, like, anybody, I'm telling you, dude, I've been around sports my whole life. Like, it's either playing or, working in them. And like Avery Johnson, I thought it was an awesome dude. I didn't even want him to fire him because I couldn't. I
love Avery Johnson.
Liked him so much, right? Mark Godfrey, that's okay, but I liked Mark. Like, nothing against him. Anthony Grant is the biggest prick I've ever been around in my life. Like, I filled in for Chris. No, listen, I filled in for Chris Stewart on the Crimson Tide Sports Network, and I've never dealt with a bigger asshole in my entire life. Like, and then everybody around the program was like, yes, kind of what we deal with all the time. Like, you would try to do like in the middle of the interviews that we would do for Crimson Tide Sports Network, he wouldn't answer questions. Like, he was in a press conference, and I was like, it was almost like when you see Trump and the media kind of going back and forth. I'm like, you're a reporter. Like, so how do you feel about Maryland today? What do you mean? He wouldn't let the people that were like on Crimson Tide Sports Network eat with the team, which is like, I worked with Wendell Hudson in women's basketball back then, and Coach Hudson's like, I think one of the best humans I've ever met in my life. Like, I would sit next to him on the plane and we would talk about his days.
Oh man, I got to play golf with him at Coach Saban's golf tournament about 3 or 4 years ago, and we rode in the same cart. And man,
awesome. You know this. Great stories.
Awesome. And I was about to say, and coming through Alabama when he came through, I don't know. There's a reason why he was able to, build a career at Alabama, and Alabama benefited more from it than he did.
Oh, amen, dude.
Having him around,
and absolutely all the terrible things that he might have experienced, none of that reflects on anything except he just gives out love and positive energy, and he's a great guy. Anthony Grant was, and then I'm asking the people around, I'm like, is this normal? And they're like, yeah, because he had a reputation of being a nice guy. Like, it's all bullshit. The guy's terrible. Like, people, no one liked him. I hope somebody sends this to Anthony Grant. Let me show you this right here. I got a little picture of him. Just to prove this right here. So that's Anthony Grant and me courtside in Puerto Rico. We're playing Maryland. You guys know I transferred from Maryland. I grew up a Maryland basketball fan. Johnny Holiday's the voice of the Terps. He's one of the reasons I wanted to be a broadcaster. Johnny's there doing the games. And so I've got to interview Anthony Grant. He can't tell me the time that he wants to do this stupid 8-minute interview for the radio broadcast. He can't give me the time, which is I've never met a coach that can't tell you a time. So I sat for 2 hours outside of the food where they were eating, waiting on them, while Brian Passink and his wife were hanging out with Johnny Holiday at the pool. my hero. And then I get out there and I ask Anthony Grant too many questions because he won't talk, and I got to get 8 minutes out of him. And he goes, "What? Are you writing a book?" Like, but I'll tell you this, okay?
Anthony, if this gets sent to you, I understand. I sympathize with you.
No, you don't. Anthony, I will tell you this. As big of a jerk as you are, I'm pulling for you to win the gold because my love for my country surpasses my dislike for you.
I didn't realize
USA.
I didn't realize he was going to be the head coach of Team USA.
Honestly, man, I hope that that life has humbled him somewhat because I know he's a good basketball guy. And the other thing to me too is when the tornadoes happened and we all volunteered in 2011, he was part of the group that I was in. That was before I was had to work.
Well, I'll say
he was actually a good guy that day. So
I'll say this too. I mean, Alabama definitely underperformed or did not meet expectations, with Anthony Grant as the head coach.
I don't care about that. I'm saying this is personal.
No. But what I'm saying,
his character.
I know. What I'm saying is, and this is, there's really no excuse for it. I also think you have to go through this multiple times, but he was on top of the world. Where he came from, was it VCU?
No, well, yeah, but he had been at Florida when they won back to back.
Yeah, but when he got to Alabama, he was like one of the hottest names in college basketball.
Yeah,
and his experience at Alabama really kind of, his trajectory started going south.
Mm-hmm.
And these coaches, I know when things aren't going your way as a coach, as a player, especially when that's the first time you're going through it, sometimes you get a little defensive. I know I've been there, and you do things you're not proud of. So,
really,
there's no excuse for it, but I'd say you handle things.
Give us an example, buddy. What'd you do?
I don't know. You just get turned off by people asking you questions. You feel like everybody's trying to corner you, and it's probably not. I know it's not fair a lot of times, but when you're not meeting expectations, I feel like when you're trying to get to that level, there's no bigger critic than yourself,
right?
And so you're already pissed off at yourself. You got people on the outside, trying to tear you down. And you were with Crimson Tide Sports Network. That's not what you were doing, obviously.
Right.
Just asking him questions. And really, like Chris Stewart,
anybody that worked with him, they would agree with me.
But like Chris Stewart, Crimson Tide, the reason I say that, Chris Stewart at Crimson Tide Sports Network was one of my favorite guys because he was one of the guys in the media you felt like
he's a great guy.
Always had your back, yeah. And he was he was very supportive of the players within the media, and everybody loved him. He was part of the team, or is part of the team still. But again, when I was there, he felt like, a facet of the program.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he still does. I'm just speaking on my time there, but hopefully that was kind of what Anthony Grant was going through, and he's probably back to his old self, I would hope.
Well, he's invited on here because I'll tell him that to his face. But I never had a worse experience. It was supposed, I'm filling in for Chris. Like it's like a dream come true, right? It turned into a nightmare. Although we did beat Maryland, which was actually cool.
Yeah. Well,
Have you ever been to Puerto Rico before?
No.
It's pretty cool.
I don't know if you've seen what's going on in Mexico, but I'd rather just stay within the.
Puerto Rico's not Mexico, buddy. Come on. Come on. Now.
Yeah, I got no interest in leaving the boundaries of this country.
So you're saying you're going to cancel your Cancun trip for next week?
and not just I say the I guess the continental United States. I want to stay within these boundaries. I want to be able to drive home wherever I'm at.
Right. I go abroad to Key West every year. All right. Well, I think I've said enough for today. Being sick, under the weather, but this is how you do it, Coker. Yeah. Sometimes you're hurt, but you got to go out there and perform, and you got to bring your best.
Sometimes I got to carry you through, and that's what teammates do.
Good job of that today. Good job. Hey, good job too of our friends at Patriot Roofing and Builders, 205-919-4494. Will and Justin got you covered. Whether you need something like a free inspection for your roof, you need a roof work, you need siding, or total home solution, they can do it all. We appreciate those guys a lot. And we're brought to you by Pearl River Resort over in Philadelphia, Mississippi. We'll be there. I'm going to be there next week. I guess we'll just have to phone you in because you're going back to Vegas again, I heard.
Yep. Got a convention out there. So, I'm not a huge Vegas guy. You know that, but you got to do what you got to do.
You're not the guy I want to go on a trip with let me take that back. Maybe
appreciate that.
Well, when you haven't even gotten there yet, and you're like, well, I'm not a big, huge guy fan of this. It's going to go one of two ways. Either you're going to be the first guy in bed, or you're going to be the guy that we got to drag off the floor from somewhere.
It'll be the first guy in bed out in Vegas. The only time I really enjoy myself is when I'm very comfortable with my surroundings.
So the mullet toss.
Know the people. Yes. I know all the moving parts, and
I've seen
you're
you
around
at the
familiar
mullet toss.
faces.
It's like the how fast those Miller Lights go down at the mullet toss.
Hey, you're at the beach, man, throwing mullets.
I know. We're going to be there this year. We're back. So, all right, guys, thanks for being here. Get in the comments section. Tear me up with your comments. I won't read them. I'm just kidding, but somebody will. And we appreciate you. We love you. Make sure that you subscribe to the next round and be part of our show, The Last Call. We'll be back later this week, and we'll talk some more stuff with you. We got a lot to get into. A lot.
Roll Tide.
Maybe tomorrow. maybe tomorrow. Because of you, we missed our Tuesday deadline.
Oh yeah.
It's your fault. Okay. Hey, everybody. Yeah. Brought to you by Pearl River. See you tomorrow.
Hey, so, Jake, let's break down some game tape.
Hold on, fellas. Steve.
Hey, Jake. You ready to rock?
Let's roll, brother.
Guess we're calling plays at Pearl River Resort. Wow, Jake's first throw scores. And Steve's got the crowd pumped. Man, they're absolutely rolling.
'Cause I don't have to be me till Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I ain't gonna face reality.
I tell you, Jake's still got game. While Steve keeps rocking aces. Boom, Jake seals it with a pick.
Come call your own plays
at Pearl River Resort. Let's roll.